So sometimes when we talk about belonging, we often go to the big ideas like inclusion and teamwork and participation. But after working with young children, I've learned that belonging doesn't start with really any of that. It starts much earlier. So belonging starts when a child feels comfortable enough to exist in the space without having to figure out everything on their own. So before children want to join in, before they want to raise their hand, before they want to help or contribute, they want to feel comfortable. And being comfortable isn't necessarily something that we can explain. It's something children just feel and pick up on through what adults do over and over again. So in this video, I want to walk through 5 very concrete things that adults can do that help children feel comfortable enough to belong. So they'll be ideas that you can do at home as well as in school. So one of the biggest things that I noticed in the classroom over the years was how much emotional work children were doing just to arrive. So we have new sounds, new expectations, new school dynamics. When arrival felt unpredictable, children stayed guarded longer. But when an arrival followed the same rhythm each day, or the same routine each day, the same greeting, the same place to put belongings, the same first steps, something shifted. So children begin to settle faster and they moved with more confidence and they didn't need to scan the room to figure out what to do. So belonging starts when a child thinks that I know how this works. So predictable arrival routines don't make a classroom boring. They make it safe. They make it comfortable enough for children to show up as themselves. Some moments in a school day are naturally harder than others. So for instance, like transitions and cleanup, lineup can be hard, and so can whole group time. So what helps in these moments is not necessarily how many directions that you give, it's where you are. So what I learned is by being present, being calm and visible during those moments where there's a lot going on made a difference. So you're not necessarily hovering over, or you're not constantly correcting, you're just close. So children take their cues from adults' regulation a lot of the time as well. So when they see that the adult in the room isn't rushed or reactive, then they take that in and they're like, okay, it's okay to be here. This is easy to work through. That feeling is the foundation of belonging. So sometimes spills happen, conflicts happen, children make mistakes. What shapes belonging is not whether mistakes happen, it's what happens after. So children feel comfortable when adults' responses are predictable. So that includes the tone, the fact that the tone doesn't change dramatically, or the response isn't bigger than the moment, or the child isn't left wondering what comes next. So over time, children learn that even when things go wrong, I still belong here and there's still a certain way that things are handled. And this can also help with helping them take more risks later. So risk when it comes to like socially in the classroom, and emotionally, and even academically. So at home, you may see certain things similar as well. So when there is a rhythm to the day, children feel more grounded when parts of the day are familiar. A lot of times I've spoken to parents about if a child is off at school or comes in off, we ask about, their morning or their bedtime. So those are things that can be focused on at home. So is there a set routine to how their mornings usually start? Is there a routine or a rhythm to what happens before bed? Maybe the way that transitions tend to go at home. So this doesn't require like a strict schedule, but it's about children knowing that they've done this before and they know how it goes. When something is predictable, it gives children a sense of security and familiarity, and it helps them relax into the environment. And it also helps with what comes after that, which can affect how they arrive at school and their morning or the rest of the day at school. And home is where children can let their guard down. So they'll test limits, they'll fall apart, they'll bring their hardest moments. So belonging deepens when children experience adults who can stay calm before moving into correction. So that might look like the adult regulating themselves first in order for the child to receive the message that they want to relay. So this doesn't remove boundaries, it just makes the boundaries easier to accept.
If you want ready to use activities that will help children practice values like these at home or in the classroom, that's what the Character Toolkit Hub is for. It's a growing library of resources you can use right away, and I'll link the information below.
So when children feel comfortable, something important happens. They start to lean in, they begin to observe, they become more willing to participate, not because they're told to, but because it feels secure and safe to try. In the next video, we'll talk about what adults can do to help children want to participate without pressure. So belonging doesn't begin with group activities. It begins quietly. It begins with feeling comfortable and that comfortability being built through adult choices. So when children feel secure and feel safe enough, belonging starts to grow on its own. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.